William Tincup and Ryan Leary. You are listening, watching the Heroes of HR podcast, and it's a limited series brought to you by isolved. We've got Melanie on today. Melanie, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I'd say it's fair to middling. Fair to
Yeah.
middling. Yeah. So
We're starting off on a good foot here.
we are
Let's do
starting
it.
off. Well, I looked outside and I
Can
looked
only
outside.
get better.
Normally in Texas, it's bright and sunny, and it's cloudy out there. So that threw me off. Actually, when you said how you doing, I'm like, I don't see the sun. Something's wrong. Um, so we were going to do this podcast at in Orlando, but we're doing it now over Riverside. So thank you for your time. Obviously, let's start off with some. Let's do introductions first. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Melanie Zakrzewski, Payroll and Benefits Supervisor with Kendall Hunt Publishing and Westmark Enterprises. Been here about 9 years. Personal life, I have 2 kids and a husband.
So you have 3 kids.
All boys. Boy, mom.
Oh
All
boy.
boys.
Oh no, you definitely have 3 kids. Yeah, that's fair. Wow. That's a lot of tests. My wife's the same way. So she's got 2 sons and a husband. So she's got 3 kids.
Yeah.
That's a lot of testosterone in one house.
It's a
You have
lot.
2 sons as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
said.
You said your wife has 2.
Yeah, they're mine as well. Good point. I should have said we. Good point. But it can be I don't know how old or young are yours? Melanie, what are your ages?
One just turned 12 and the other one's
Okay.
6.
Okay, we're just a little 18 and 14, so a little ahead of you. Lots of testosterone. Lots of testosterone. So God
Yeah.
bless you. So let's talk a little bit about payroll, a little bit about talent. From a talent perspective, what's keeping you up at night these days?
Oh, everything? No. Um,
Basically.
yeah. I guess like talent retention in general, like we're fully in-house. Like everyone went remote during COVID. We made everyone come back after COVID, but we have some flexibility with work from home on Fridays. But
Right.
employees have experienced that benefit of remote work, but we like the culture and everything of everyone being in office, and it's just trying to maintain that flexibility and that balance of the
Right.
two. um, and then I feel like everybody with succession planning, we got like baby boomers and Gen Xers coming up here on retirement. We have just this huge need to get our next generation of leaders ready to go and carefully plan that transition.
It's not an easy task.
No,
No.
it is not.
No.
No.
Just identifying the emerging leaders is tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And making sure that they actually want to be a leader and not just
Good
a
point.
contributor, because we're hearing that, Melanie, across a lot of conversations where we have great people.
Hmm.
They're just not really interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't want
their
the
attitude.
leadership role, so just maintaining them in their current position and keeping them happy and growing
Yeah.
in what they're doing
That's right.
currently. Yeah.
Yeah. What's exciting for you as we get into 2025? What do you kind of feel is on the horizon that you wake up and instead of keeping you up at night, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Well, I guess the double-edged sword, succession planning. I mean, as much as it's a challenge, I feel like it's also
Yeah.
exciting. Like giving that next
Yeah.
generation that chance to show themselves and prove themselves and get them prepared to take over for that leadership role. I think to me, that's exciting. Um, and then our company focuses a lot on social responsibility. That I enjoy that part of my role a lot. So it's like, I think that drives our company's culture, giving back to the community. And I think it helps us attract and retain our workforce as well as that little node to giving back outside
That's
of the company.
that's very cool. How do you communicate that right now? Like, is it through the website or careers page? Like, how do you let people know?
Yeah, we have a committee in-house called the Good Works Committee. So the Good Works Committee does all the stuff in-house. And then on our company's pages, we have it out there too. I don't remember what the tab is called, community involvement, whatever it
Right.
might be, but we have it listed out there as well. But we focus on a charity every quarter or some type of volunteer event or something. Tonight, my son and I and there's some others from the company are going down to the Mission to serve dinner as part of.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So, just I get excited from that.
Yeah,
I love giving back. So that really excites me that the company supports that and
that
allows
is
our employees to
that's
do it.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Um, Next question from me is when iSolve says people heroes, what does that mean to you?
Hmm. I think it's anyone that goes above and beyond the traditional role. I think people heroes not only relates to HR, but I think just anyone within a company. Specific to HR, I think it's someone that champions the well-being of employees and the company. They see that employee well-being is important. They make sure that we can have some good work-life balance, including mental health initiatives. I mean, empowers people through education. Not only tuition reimbursement, which I know a lot of companies offer, but it's also giving employees tools and education needed. So one big initiative we have right now is our benefits, like educating our employees on their benefits to make them understand and they can make an educated choice on their benefits. So it's like empowering our employees through education to, yeah, better their life, not only personally, but also in the workplace.
I love that. I love that. So, Melanie, how do you describe iSolve, your interactions, the way you work with iSolve to a peer that may not know them, right? They're seeing you're excited about things, and you're kind of like, hey, it's just a vendor. Like, but how do you
Yeah.
describe that? Because I know it is a little different.
Yeah. I look to iSolved as like a people first system. So they
Mm,
not only have helped us improve in HR and streamline all of our processes, but by doing that, it has enhanced our employee experience. So I feel like they see that our people are important and they make sure that it is people driven and people first. Yes, it's an HR system, but I feel like it's more than that. Yeah.
Drops mic, walks off stage. That is fantastic. I got chills. That's awesome. Um, Melanie, last question is occasionally your HR battery runs low. It just happens to everybody, right? It's not quite
Yep.
burnout, but it just runs low. How do you recharge your People Heroes battery?
As a department, we like to get together, go to lunch. So as a department, we try to maintain that. Personally, I try to remind myself why I do what I do. As HR, we're here to support not only our company, but our people. So keeping that impact in mind, I feel like keeps me motivated. So it keeps me going. Um, I'm a new leader myself, so making sure I'm always continuously learning, I feel like that helps energize me, just making sure I keep an open mind, that I don't shut ideas down or anything down at that point in time. And celebrating those small wins, like you can't believe how happy I was this morning that my benefits guide was done. Like I was just like, yes, time for some chocolate.
that's not a
Like,
small win. That's a big win.
yes.
A huge win.
Like,
Oh my goodness.
those
Yeah,
little things I feel
yeah.
like just keep us
But the
going.
key was chocolate.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like
Now
compulsive
it's a
for
that's a
chocolate.
question for dark chocolate or milk chocolate.
Oh, of course,
Oh my
I
gosh.
love dark chocolate.
Nice.
Melanie, thank you so much for your time. This has been absolutely wonderful. And we know how busy you are, but thanks for carving out time for us.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thanks to you, Ryan. Thank you to
Thank
the
you.
audience. We'll see you next time.